Hey guys, welcome back to RC Legends, and once again, thank you for stopping by. So, we've got a new arrival. Ta-da! Kyosho Turbo Ultima from 1988. Very cool. So, the little brief story behind this one is, and the reason why I've got the Optima Mid in the same shot, is because my friend Dave in the UK, he sent me an email well over a year ago now, and said he'd put together an Optima Mid from spare parts after he'd built what he needed for his own collection, and would I want it? And I was like, yeah, please. So he sent me the full chassis, and I was amazed when I got it, just in what great condition it was in. So I ended up, all I had to do with this particular car was blow over the wheels with some paint. I ordered the Marwan OT66 reproduction tyres of the original, and then I ordered the Marwan full body set with decals. But when Marwan's Marwan package arrived, he'd surprised me and he'd sent me this pre-done body set already and a one to paint, which was just off the chart. So yeah, it was really quick putting that one together. And I was so grateful for Dave for giving me the opportunity to have an original Optima Mid. Anyway, very recently I've got another email off Dave, and he said, look, I've got a kind of spare Turbo Ultima. Are you interested? It's yours if you want it. These are all free as well, I should add, which is just so super generous, including the shipping from UK to Canada. So he sent me a picture of it, and I was like, I didn't even need to say a picture. Of course I'm going to take it, you know. He said this one, you know, it's a restoration piece, but it's a really good sort of platform base to start from. So, yeah, it's turned up, and yeah, here it is. I'll bring a camera over in a minute so we can have a closer look at it. So, yeah, super cool, to be honest, as a restoration project. It's a car I don't know anything about. I've got to be, you know, blatantly obvious. There's lots of RC cars I don't know anything about. I know of them, and that's about it. One car I do know really well is the Ultima, the very first Ultima, and that was 1987, and that was a two-wheel drive World Championship winning car. And my friend Paul got one as well, and I'm getting one, but that's for another video. So yeah, the Ultima was 87, and in 1988, a year after, came the Turbo Ultima. I've no idea, obviously there's very sort of visual differences, but sort of mechanics of it, I don't know any differences. What I can tell you is the chassis looks to be the same to me, apart from a different colour. It's got like a goldy kind of effect on the chassis, where the Ultima, I believe, was silver, but I may have got that wrong. The Turbo Ultima Sports, completely different body set. So you got this much wider body. You got the wing. Obviously, it'll look different when it's done. Excuse me. Wheels changed from it. Rear tyres changed. But the biggest thing for me was it came with the Option House Platinum shocks, which are just beautiful. So yeah, if you know if there's any other differences from the standard Ultima to the Turbo Ultima, drop it in the comments, because you know me, I'm always eager to learn. If someone asks me what that is, it's pretending I've got glasses on and I'm pushing it. I'm being a nerd. Yeah, it kind of don't work if you have to ask what I'm doing. You know what I mean? But anyway, so it also came with an absolute peach of a motor. Now the motor itself isn't working because the armature's goosed, which Dave told me about. But in Dave's words, he thinks because it was goosed, that's why the whole outside of the motor is in absolutely mint condition. So I'll when we bring the camera over, I'll show you that, and then I'm gonna take that motor out, and I'm gonna show you another motor. It's in this video that I've been sent, and a box, and that motor and this motor is then gonna go into the collection, which again I'll show you in this video. So yeah, I think I've covered everything just about my little knowledge of this car. So yeah, let's bring the camera over, and we'll have a good look at this one. So there we have it, a thing of beauty. Maybe not at the moment, but it's gonna be. Yeah, super chuffed to have a full set of platinum shocks. That's awesome. I believe these collars are wrong. I think it should, on the fronts, it should have normal black collars like the adjustable collars, which I do have, so I can change that. There's going to be, as a restoration project, the basics are very simple. I can get a reproduction shell and decals for it, not a problem at all. Obviously, we can clean bits up if need be. Wheels are going to be difficult to get, so what I'm thinking, sort of looking at them, is what I'll probably do is sort of strip these back, get the chrome, as much chrome off as I can, sand them, and then using that Tamiya aluminium paint, that gives a really nice finish, and then repainting them. Now, tyres, I mean, I'm guessing now, but I might be able to salvage the fronts, I'm not sure, I'll have to see how they clean up. But the rears on the Turbo Ultima are different, they're not the standard sort of OT660s like the Ultima had, but I'll revert back to them, because obviously I can buy the Marwan reproduction OT660s, which will look fantastic on this. Yeah, very cool, very cool. Let's whiz the body shell off so you can see it. It's going to look so different when it's done. And I'll whiz this out so you can see what the chassis looks like. So that is pretty much the Turbo Ultima chassis. Now, there's things I know, what I should have said in the intro. When I sent Dave the email to thank him and told him it's arrived, he then sent me quite a long email back telling me this car's history and more so what he'd done with it and what needs doing. So I will have to read that again because it's a long email and he's put a lot of detail into it. But the top deck here has been cut, so it might have been in a bad smash at some point. So, I mean, I could leave that. I mean, it makes no difference to me as a showpiece. But I think when we get into it, I'll have a look and see if I can replace that properly. And I'm pretty sure the front tower is not correct. I'm sure that's what he said. So I'll find one of those from somewhere. Yeah, platinum shocks, baby. Don't get any better than that. So cool. So yeah, it's very basic. If you know the Ultima, then this is going to look very familiar to you as a chassis. If you're spotting any bits, leave in the comments. Anything that you think's wrong or shouldn't be on it, because that would only help, to be honest. Yeah, really, really cool chassis. Where's the gearbox casing off, just while we're here? I don't know if it's ball or gear. I would imagine gear. Might be wrong. And then look at that motor. Is anything going to fall out if I take this? Should be okay. Look at that. Option House Spa 480 WT motor. That is a thing of beauty, my friends. Without a doubt. I didn't know I was getting that. Absolutely awesome. What a thing. Right, let me go dig that other motor out for you. Now, look at this thing. So this is the Option House Spa 240 WS, which is a sort of racing motor. The 240 that's minutes, so that motor was for a 4-minute race based on a 1200 NiCad racing pack. I believe it's an 18 double wind and just one of the best looking motors of all time, in my opinion. So I've actually already got this motor. A massive shout out to Keith, as you know, RC Icons. And I didn't know I was getting this from Toby. He sent me a few things, but this was in it. But kind of more importantly, he sent me the box for it, which is just, I mean, that is really class. Because obviously I didn't have that. So to have that motor is a little bit special with box. So I now have 2 of those bad boys. And then obviously with what's just come, we have this absolute mint Spa 480 WT. So again, because it's minutes, so it's 4-minute race. This is an endurance motor for 8 minutes. Again, based on a 1200 milliamp NiCad pack from back in the day. I don't know what wind this is. I've not really looked into it at the moment. I think I will maybe try source an armature for it. Maybe. Look at the condition it's in. Oh, I'm such a brush motor fan, geek, whatever the wording is. I just love them. Now, I'm just doing this for the first time ever, to have both these together and not get them too smashed together with the magnets. That is so cool to have them. I am absolutely made up to have those in the collection. I honestly can't tell you. Right, I've just had a little bit of a rearrangement. So, sorry, I'm going around the glass here. So that's a Spar 240. As I say, I've got two of them, which is mega cool. But but in this section now, we now have Spar 240 and Spar 480 WT, which is super cool. Some fantastic motors there, my friends. Parma Cyclone, Demon modified, 240E. That's quite a rare motor. That could be an aircraft motor. And then the 240 ST, the kind of Optima mid motor. Cyclone 2. Should do another video with all these motors again, because there's been a lot of add-ons since you last saw this. Look at that. Tommy's energy motor. That's a rare one. Anyway, look at them two. Absolutely amazing. So, some very cool stuff. I hope you agree. Gotta be honest, this project restoration isn't going to be happening anytime soon. I'm way behind. I'm kind of across both channels. I'm just kind of looking at the next build every time. I can't even look beyond that because I've slowed down a lot now. I used to have these massive to-do lists, and I'd be pretty sort of regimented and do it, but I don't do it like that anymore. It wasn't much fun. So yeah, this is just on the restoration shelf with the King Cab and the Monster Racer and a couple of others that are arriving soon. But Dave, if you're watching, as I honestly can't thank you enough. Incredible generosity, my friend. And that motor was just the icing on the cake for me, for my personal motor collection. And again, for you, Toby, if you're watching, that the motor's so cool, but to get the Spar 240 box, just fantastic. So thank you so much. And Toby, I'll show you the other stuff you sent me on other videos, my friend. So yeah, that's pretty much it. That's all I know. I'll at some point in the future I'll have a look who makes a reproduction body set. It'd be lovely if Marwan did, but I'm not sure if they do. But I'll go there first, and I'll definitely order the tyres off of Marwan. If not, it'll probably be a TBG body. I think it's 3 pieces. You get the main shell, the wing, and there's another wing. This is completely sort of trash to how it's... Oh, I'll tell you what I'll do. Massive shout out to my good friend Mick, RC Hobby Shed in Australia. This is his channel. I'll put this picture up of the one he's just finished. So that's what hopefully mine's going to loosely resemble, because I know Mick's got all the genuine parts on that bad boy. But you can see in that picture, it's a thing of beauty. So yeah, if I can get mine looking half as good as Mick's, I'll be very happy. So yeah, I think I've covered everything. If you know about this car, this is a very popular car. When I posted this on my RC Legends Facebook group, there was quite a few people going, that was my first RC car. I completely missed this one. This was never on my radar. I didn't follow it after the Ultima, if I'm honest, and maybe, depending on what age I was, maybe that's when I discovered other things than RC cars. Possibly, I'm not too sure. But over the moon to have one, and over the moon to know I'm going to have a very nice one when it's all finished in the collection. That's going to be absolutely awesome. So anyway, I hope this was a quick video. It was only supposed to be, but you know me, I rattle on. So, as always, my friends, thanks so much for watching. If you are new to this channel, maybe give this video a thumbs up, subscribe, what else is there? Leave a comment, say hello. And if you do all that, turn the notifications on for our weekly videos. That'd be absolutely awesome. And as always, my friends, happy RCing.